Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Xenonauts 2. As today, we're just 1 week out from the actual beginning of the invasion. Everything up till now has just been one big, bloody warm-up act. Sorry, Valin. But yeah, once we're into month 4, that's when it really hits the fan. Though I've gotta say, I feel like we've already seen some pretty rapid escalation. Like 3-4 different types of aliens already? And we only ever saw a single scout ship. But, I mean, I suppose we'll see where they go with this. Obviously, they've shuffled a lot of the balance around since early access, so I'm still kind of feeling it out as we go. Oof, Doomsday's already back over 85. We need something here. First corpse analysis is done. 2 more in the queue. We'll keep those going for the moment. We might need to burn operations points to bring that Doomsday count back down. This would buy us more time. I'm loath to do it. If we don't have to. Oh. Phase 2. The transmission. Our enemies announce their presence to the world. A simple message is broadcast across an incredulous planet. We are the Eternal Empire. We invite humanity to serve us. Those who surrender will be rewarded. Those that refuse will be destroyed. You have 3 days to decide. It's been the only thing on every channel for hours now. I don't think there's a single person on the planet who hasn't seen it. Nice of them to give us time to get organized. One does not need to be a genius to realize the odds are stacked against us. Do you expect humanity to surrender? Not without a fight. People are scared, but they're defiant. We can use that, show the public that victories are possible, and they'll support the war. If we can't, it's game over. They'll decide surrender is the only option. We'll need more support. Our resources are too limited to defeat the invasion alone. You're right. I'm already talking to the Funding Council. They've got influence and connections, and evidence we've already spent years fighting the aliens. We'll have what we need soon enough. Objective update. Doomsday averted. Updated objective. The Doomsday counter has been disabled. Nice. The alien transmission has sent shockwaves across the planet, calming tensions between the world powers enough to remove the imminent threat of nuclear war. With fear and defiance leading even the most bitter enemies to consider collaboration, the Xenonauts attempt to organize a united resistance against the extraterrestrial invasion. Ah, the Watchmen scenario. Except with an actual extraterrestrial invasion, not one staged by Ozymandias. Oh, I see. Okay, so we're bringing back the national panic mechanic from early access now. The Doomsday clock is disabled, and we're returning to the more conventional panic tracker, which the operatives are tied into. All the more reason for us to make sure we root out these infiltrators and get these operatives secured. Okay. Which actually we're on course to jump right back into, because I was trying to save points for a potential Doomsday purge. But now that appears to no longer be a concern. Unless that immediately translated to panic. Do we have can we... Oh, okay, there we go. Right, okay, yeah. so the doomsday counter is just completely gone. Didn't even factor into the newly reset panic, which is just default 50 across the board. Though this is still keyed to the doomsday clock, which makes me wonder if they're going to bring it back at some point, or... Well, we're not... Yeah, let's push to day 91. We might see some changes then. Plot project complete. Quantum teleportation. I have long believed that the extraterrestrials must be using some form of faster-than-light drive to visit our world. Analysis of the recovered alien hyperdrive has confirmed my suspicions. While I have not yet identified the precise mechanism by which the device functions, it seems linked to principles of quantum teleportation. Fanciful though it may sound, the hyperdrive apparently allows the vessel to instantly jump to a new location without needing to traverse the intervening space. Our enemies possessing viable FTL technology would explain much about this invasion that is otherwise difficult to understand. Most notably, the fact that cosmic distances are so unimaginably vast that conducting interstellar warfare should be virtually impossible. Several factors affect the energy required for this process: the mass transported, the distance traveled, and the stability of the quantum fields at the destination. The quantum anomalies observed after a successful jump have a destabilizing effect, making further FTL travel more difficult until they have dissipated. However, we still appear to be missing a piece of the puzzle. My calculations suggest that the energy reserves aboard a destroyer would be insufficient to jump even 1 light year. For reference, the closest star system is 4 light years away. Gaining access to the hyperdrive navigational systems may provide an explanation, and perhaps even identify the source of the invasion. Unfortunately, the device stubbornly refuses to respond to our signals. Interestingly, my laboratory equipment has recorded it establishing a communications channel with one of the electronic components within a recovered Mentark corpse. But with the creature dead, no data was ultimately exchanged. I therefore suggest you try to capture a Mentark alive. It is certainly plausible these bizarre creatures play some role in the alien hyperdrive system. One step ahead of you, Doc. We should, theoretically, already have that banked. Unless I sold it? I mean, I don't think that counts against us. No, we're good. There's our next plot project, Alien Origins. But we do not have time to get it done before our next payday, so we've got some wiggle room. Let's do, oh man, I really want tissue regen, but let's go for Observation Wraith. I would like to see if that's how we unlock the stealth armor. It feels like it should be, but I guess we'll see. It's only 3 days. We can afford 3 days. And even if it doesn't unlock anything, we'll still get the damage bonus. But then we'll definitely do tissue regen. And on we go. 3 days out until the invasion. I wonder if that's when we'll see our first terror mission. Also, accessibility has reshuffled. I see a few potential targets here. This one or this one. Though between the two, I'm thinking we'd probably go North America first, since that provides the better bonus. Manted corpse analysis complete. One more in the queue. I would like to get some weapons going, but we'll hold off for the moment until we hit payday, so we know exactly how much we're working with. Phase 2. Xenonaut Initiative. After 2 days of frantic negotiations, every major world power agrees to support a multinational organization focused on defending Earth. The Xenonaut Initiative is tasked with responding to alien incursions and gathering sufficient information about the invaders to devise a strategy for defeating them. Good news, folks. The Xenonaut Initiative has been formally recognized. Every major country signed the treaty. We're the tip of the spear, an elite multinational organization that exists to gather the data governments need to handle local alien incursions. We're now free to operate anywhere in the world without restriction, which is going to make my life a whole lot easier. They've also agreed to pardon us for any illicit activities we may or may not have been forced to carry out before the rest of the world woke up to the threat. I seem to recall assurances that our activities were entirely legal. I assumed you were smart enough to know that wasn't true. Yeah, that's an appropriate response. Anyway, Commander, you can begin expanding our operations. We're now receiving additional funding directly from governments, so our monthly budget has increased substantially. It seems rather foolish to have any limitations on our budget at all, given the circumstances. This is as cooperative as governments are going to get, unfortunately. They know they need us, but they don't want us getting too powerful. Expect to be kept on a tight leash. That appears incredibly short-sighted. Of course, but we're in no position to argue. This is our best shot at saving the world. I suppose so. From now on, it's critical that we keep our funding regions happy. Protect them, and they'll increase our monthly budget. Fail, and they'll reduce funding or withdraw from the initiative entirely. Lose too many regions, and they'll shut us down. Objective update. Regional panic. Objective: ensure funding regions do not surrender to the aliens. The establishment of the Funding Council and former recognition of the Xenonaut initiative has significantly increased your monthly funding. You now need to manage panic levels in each funding region. Regions with low panic will grant additional funding, whereas any region that reaches 100 panic will withdraw from the Council and surrender. Humanity will be defeated and the Xenonaut initiative terminated should too many regions surrender to the aliens. With another new counter, 92 days till waveform peak, which I assume is when they'll start sending through their largest units, the giant colossal flying battle fortresses and such. Also, some adjustments off right here. I see they removed the Doomsday management option. And we do now have a reason to actually start building additional outposts. Though not necessarily the resources for it just yet. Speaking of which, how much do we actually get paid? 14 hours out on our current project. And there we go. Oh, wow. Okay, almost 2 million. You know what? That is a slight improvement. Which does give us options. Okay. That's all at default panic levels. Oh, actually, well, maybe it didn't apply for that specific payday, but we're actually below 50 on most of them now. And now that we've actually got some cash to burn, let's go ahead and get some overdue projects going, shall we? We'll get a second storeroom going. We'll do a second workshop. I did say that was one of our priorities. That'll expedite the various engineering projects once we get it built and properly staffed. I would also like a second training room, but I don't know if that's actually... That would be half of our remaining funds, which isn't ideal. Same with the second med bay, which I don't know if that actually stacks. I still haven't looked into that. Could use a fourth hangar. That's a cheaper investment and something we are going to need regardless. Basically one dedicated hangar for our our Skyhawk, and then 3 for our interceptor wing. Also be nice if we could get some more radars going, but that's, I think, 500k per. Yeah, let's not go crazy. I feel like this is a good start. I have some thoughts about what else we need and where it might go, but it's stuff I think we can skate by without for the time being. But definitely stuff we'll want to pick up later down the line as funds allow. Oh, and look at that. We do indeed have new projects to replace the one that was removed. Reduce Panic. So that replaces our Reduced Doomsday counter, which is cheaper, I notice, but only targets a specific region. Okay. Again, all the more reason for us to get some satellite bases set. You know, as resources allow. Which is to say, currently 0. Since just establishing a base is 100 op points, plus the cost for getting the basic facilities set up, and new interceptors, and so on and so forth. I mean, that's an outlay of at least, like, 2-3 mil. Observation Wraith. Your soldiers report Wraiths to be particularly dangerous foes in combat, blessed with both deadly accuracy and remarkable chameleonic cloaking abilities. My testing suggests the captive is attentive and highly intelligent, and also possesses impressive physical attributes. These include superb vision, outstanding agility, and significantly faster reflexes than the average human, all of which likely contribute to their excellent marksmanship. Wraith physiology is relatively fragile compared to that of humans, but has been reinforced by the addition of subdermal armor around their organs. This makes these creatures deceptively robust, and may imply our enemies consider them valuable. One suspects that Wraiths developed in an amphibious habitat. Their bodies appear well adapted for swimming, while their delicate skin is sufficiently thin to permit underwater breathing. The bioluminescent nodules on either side of their head generate electricity, and likely evolved to stun nearby prey in aquatic environments. These creatures seem capable of altering their skin pigmentation at will, granting them natural camouflage. Yet this ability also forms the basis of their communication, which appears to involve a baffling combination of high-pitched whistles and dazzling colors. Being unable to converse with our captive is deeply frustrating, Commander. I imagine we could learn a great deal if we shared a common language. Which does not, in fact, unlock new research. I mean, I guess that makes sense. It is pretty early in the game for them to be giving us stuff like stealth suits, but I got my hopes up after the tissue regen unlock, which I suppose we'll go ahead and get started. I mean, again, even without any other new research, it was still worth doing Observation Wraith. That's an extra 10% damage plus the training bonus. Not to mention, of course, it also now allows us to sell all of our Wraith captives. 2 days out on our final corpse analysis, so we'll go ahead and wait for that. Ooh. Big spike in activity all of a sudden. We'll worry about that in a second. Let's get some new projects going. Cutting it pretty close here. We've obviously got a new batch of UFOs in circulation. Ooh, actually. You know what? Let's get our first Mars combat platform going. About time we added Valin 1 to the mix. And weapons. We don't have a ton of Elenium to play with, but I am kind of leaning laser weapons over accelerated. The biggest weakness of laser weapons is that they have a reduced ammo capacity. But from what I recall, there is also a later project which will completely negate that, which essentially gives the laser weapons infinite ammo. So it's just a matter of kind of holding out until then. Though, that said, we are very limited based on our current resource pool, so... I think that's all we'll do for now. And then next we'll also maybe add a laser machine gun to the mix. Also some more stun guns, get more of those in circulation. 5 days left on tissue regen. Oop, and here we go. Possibly our first observer. Ah, no, just a plain old destroyer. Which, unfortunately, we don't have the ops points to actually claim, so I mean, I guess this one's just a... Oh, yeah, we're not even close, so sadly, this is a bounty. As much as I would like to go shoot some aliens, the game apparently doesn't want us to do that, so I guess we'll leave it be. Congratulations, Europe. Enjoy your free spaceship. Though we do still have another ship out here somewhere. Shoot. They are going to town out there. Alright, come on. You know what? Maybe I should get another radar station going. Oh, another base would be nice, but we are nowhere near being ready for that. How much is another radar array? $500K. They do not need to be adjacent. There's no adjacency bonus. So my current thought is that we'll basically leave the 3 spaces top left for missile batteries. That should be sufficient to shoot down any attacking ship. And then we can just tuck the spare radars, like bottom right maybe. Oh, $500K though. That's over half what we've got left in the bank. I'd really rather not. Yeah, let's go for it. They're going to town out there and we're completely missing it, so the extra coverage will help. Potential supporter in Latin America appears to have fallen under enemy control. Great. That's what I wanted. So now half of Latin America has fallen. Oof, though just panic-wise, we're actually looking a bit rough over in the general Eurasia region. Oh, we gotta get these infiltrators dealt with, we gotta get new agents hired, we need to get that new base going. Which I was planning on putting in North America, but now I'm starting to think might actually be better off in Eurasia. Though, obviously, ultimately we'll want both. Tissue regeneration. Given the alarming frequency with which our soldiers require medical attention, I have long believed that studying alien tissue regeneration techniques would prove a worthwhile endeavor. And, once again, I have been proved correct. Analysis suggests that the extraterrestrials expedite the healing process via microscopic biomachines called nanites. These aid the repair of damaged tissue by constructing a protein scaffold that mimics the structure of surrounding tissue, which new cells can colonize rather than forming scar tissue. Thankfully, these alien nanites are species agnostic and appear to work equally well on human physiology. Despite their innovative design, I see no barriers to mass producing them using the technology we already possess. This unlocks several potential improvements for our existing medical equipment. The first is an upgrade for our existing infantry medkit that replaces the existing bandages with a simple canister of nanite spray that can rapidly staunch blood loss. This makes the process of dressing a battlefield wound much faster and significantly more idiot-proof than before. An alternative is the AutoMed module, an item that can be carried on the tactical vest. This will automatically monitor the wearer's vital signs and eject an aerosol cloud of nanite particles when injury is detected. Although this is not particularly effective at treating severe wounds, it will ensure the soldier does not need to stop fighting mid-battle to staunch any bleeding. Finally, it should also be possible to speed the recovery and increase the survival chance of wounded soldiers through prolonged immersions in baths of nanite-infused healing serum. Although this will require major upgrades to our existing medical center buildings, one suspects the benefits would greatly outweigh the costs. Indeed, we'll take all three, assuming we can actually afford it. Let's have a look here. Advanced Medkit. Relatively cheap, no special resources required. Effectively cuts the use cost in half. And reduces the weight a bit, which is also nice. AutoMed module grants Regen 3, stops bleeding, and although not explicitly mentioned there, I believe it also removes any stun. Though it doesn't make you immune to stun. That's the purview of the rebreather. It's also twice as heavy as the rebreather, I think, so in theory you'd want both, but that's a lot of extra weight. And then the surgical center, which is honestly probably the one we want the most, but of course the only one currently outside of our reach. Yeah, we need more Elenium for that, but that's faster healing and a higher survival rate. So, sadly something to strive for, but not something we can currently acquire. We will, however, take the advanced medkits. And then we'll hold off on the auto meds for now. Oh, yes, and then also, let's go ahead and get UFO hull planing going. I sure would like a combat mission. It'd be nice to shoot something and possibly get more loot. Though, I mean, I guess on the bright side, we're still building our new toys. It would be nice to have those before we get back out in the field. I don't know, I'm just getting kind of antsy. We need cash. We need Elenium. We need a new base. Which, to be fair, we could start establishing now. There's just not much point in doing that, since we wouldn't be able to properly populate it. So instead, we'll burn another infiltrator. Let's go for this one. We're actually pretty close to getting the Europe bonus. Though Soviet Union's gaining panic pretty fast, so I mean, removing this would help. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're right on the cusp of getting the bonuses in North America or Europe just yet anyway. Still doing damage control. New buildings up, very nice. And we've got our next round of UFOs. Knock them out the box, Luke. Another destroyer we can't claim. But at least we'll get some cash. Man, that is rough. I mean, we need Elenium. But at this point, our only option is to burn operations points to get it. But we need the operations points to control panic and to expand. Ooh, first fighter. Okay, no, I was afraid of that. We'll have to go manual. Angel 1, split off. We'll keep you slightly more distant. Angel 2 will draw initial fire. Oh, shoot. We didn't have time to restock missiles either. That would have made this slightly easier. Alright, well, we'll make do. Here we go. Angel 2, evade. Nice. Fighter coming in hot. Brace for impact. Should have started Angel 1 a little closer. Angel 2, armor gone. About 1/3 down. Fighter at 1/3 as well. Come on, guys. You've got this. Hey, there we go. Nice. I mean, you're both beat to shit, but you're still intact. Come on back. We'll get you fixed up. I am kind of torn. I mean, on the one hand, I'd like an actual ship we can raid because fighters are salvage only. But our angels also need time to repair, so, you know. Small. Ooh, okay, hold on. That's gotta be a scout. Ships are still dinged up, but they should be able to take it down pretty easy. Yes. Scout out, ship slightly dinged, come on back. And we've now got a UFO crash site on the map, one that we can actually raid. Alright, alright. One sec, let me get a team assembled. And yeah, we didn't finish everything. We still have one more laser shotgun in the works, but we've still got 3 new toys to play with, so I very much look forward to getting these out in the field. This will be a good run for the rookies. Scout ship's about as easy as it gets. And we are good to go. Squad set, new toys in tow, including Valin 1. Otherwise fully populated with rookies. Obviously a bit of a calculated risk. Hopefully we're just up against Sectons, because we've barely seen those guys and they would be a lot easier to handle than Mantids or civilians. But I'm feeling pretty good about this one. To those who are about to die, etc., etc. Just maybe try not to. Especially since this is effectively our final trainer mission. Any scout ships we shoot down after this, we have to pay to actually salvage. Raiders on site. What have we got? Oh, and of course, it's Mantids. Alright, alright. I mean, fine, we'll deal with it. Honestly, they've escalated so quickly I was half expecting raids. At least the Mantids are a known quantity. Let's try that new precision laser. Ooh, nice. One-hit kill. Though only 57 damage. I feel like they normally have more hit points than that. Another off-right. Too far to reasonably engage. We'll set on this tree line. So Nolan plus... Stanley. And let's go ahead and get a peek off left as well. Okay. Ooh, arm friendly. Nice. Well, that's a good sign, because even if he dies immediately, he still distracts them for at least the first round. Gives us time to close the gap. Well, it turns out they did escalate after all, because that guy is rocking a plasma pistol. That'll melt right through our current armor. But if we do capture it, I believe that also unlocks our laser upgrade. I think that's where it comes from. Then again, I thought we got our ghost armor upgrade from the Wraiths, and we saw how that worked out. Set on tree line. Our best defense right now is just staying out of sight. Valin 1 moving up. Just want to make sure we don't have someone hiding right around this corner. Oh shoot, that is actually a full-on plasma rifle. I thought it was a pistol, but clearly it is not. That's fine. That was a long shot. But we do have a second armed friendly inside. The guy with the rifle right near the door. So they might actually take care of this for us. Or they might bail? Oh. Oh, okay. That's fine. That is also fine. And I think that's the guy that was just over here. Oh, no. Scratch that. Hi. I'm going to shoot you in the face now. Soften. $14 stun, 25 damage. Should be within cap range. One good tag should do it. Oh, come on. That was rough. Alright, go for smoke. This won't drop him, but we might still get him next round. $44. So if we assume 54-ish hit points like the other one had, 10 more. 10 more would get it done. As for these guys... Oh, wait, I can just... Yes. That is fantastic. I love that. Nice, nice. Don't suppose you could land another. Odds aren't exactly in your favor, but... Hey, okay. 3 down, 1 to go. Though, it is the most dangerous one. Which does make this approach across a big open field pretty nerve-wracking. Really hoping those armed friendlies keep that guy distracted. Or they could bail and book it for our Skyhawk. I guess that's also a thing they could do. The guy with the shotgun is now dead. Thanks for coming, I guess. Really should have taken your shot when you had the chance, buddy. But I get it. At least he did still serve a purpose. Kept the guy distracted. I want to trim this whole corner off so Yoke has line of sight. That works. Target at 25. Go for kill. Though, speaking of caps, let's see if we can grab this guy. Where are you going? Oh, come on. Rough. Are you kidding me? Fine. Okay. Whatever. Fine. Seymore, please put this guy out of our misery. Thank you, Seymore. Waste of a perfectly good capture, but what are you gonna do? Might as well try to grab the other one. Yeah, that's fair. Yoke. Yeah, just scooch over a little. Okay, well that didn't work out. Served? Odds are not in your favor, but if we go full auto, or at least a 3-round burst, maybe? Oh, not even close. But, well, I mean, at least you suppressed. I guess that's good. Alright, bud. Come on. And there you go. Thank you. My goodness. Look, I'm not saying that civilians should do our job for us, but you saw what happened to the other guy. Clearly, you had better sense than to try to book it like he did. Which I do appreciate. Honestly, I kind of wish we could recruit armed friendlies that we save during missions. Not a big deal, you know, just a fun bit of extra narrative flair. Let's bring Val out towards this other building. Prep to breach next round. Also, that's the edge of the map, so our ship is over here. We'll have the B squad circle wide. Scout for any other threats. Looking good so far. Okay. Oh, wait. Sniper, where are you? Yes. Come on, Yoke. You gotta scramble. Hold. Okay, armed friendly's just kind of chilling, so no one nearby. At least in theory. Oh, hi. Right, yes, that would be why. Sorry, don't mind me. Just passing through. Mars platform can't interact with civies. But I think they're probably fine there. We're looking pretty clear on this side. How about off-right? Oh, very much not clear. We've got a plasma bug, which is actually a huge issue because those guys are crazy accurate at long range. I assume he saw us. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how far they can see. We saw him, so I mean, I'd assume he also saw us. Let's start bringing the rest of our guys over. We might need more guns. Oh, shoot. Light them up. Fantastic. Yeah, really glad we got that precision laser online for this. That and the Mars platform. Both very much earning their keep. Jury's still out on the laser shotgun, but hopefully we'll get a chance once we breach the actual ship. Obviously at a bit of a disadvantage in large open areas like this. Nice. Return fire? No? Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, he's outside effective range. We'll use smoke to get closer. Also, someone check me on this. I still see people insisting that the civilians have thermal vision that allows them to see through smoke, but it's not listed on their character sheets. And I can't seem to get it confirmed anywhere else, so I mean, does anyone know for sure if that is in fact the case? If it is, it feels like something that really should be listed in their autopsy info. Because I would definitely take that into account while planning my moves. The impression I'm getting is that people are remembering them having thermal vision from the first game, which I don't believe has carried over to Xenonauts 2. Nice. Man, Val. You are tearing it up. I mean, I'm still sad that the real you is dead, but Val won. Not a bad consolation prize. I like to imagine you're still in there somewhere. A ghost in the machine, perhaps. Nah, just go all the way up. So what are you doing? Ah, I see. And the plasma bug is moving into flank. Fair enough. I did actually anticipate that, so this works out just fine. Only real downside is I probably should have brought Seymore up instead of taking those two pot shots. But you know how it is. Sometimes you just hope you get lucky. Go for... I mean, there's almost no way we actually cap this guy. But we'll lead with Sun. No reason not to. Oh, solid. Oh man, I'm so tempted to go for cap, but realistically, he would not get it. We would need to very gently bonk it from afar with someone else, and mathematically, it just doesn't really work out. There's no real way that works out for us. Let me get rid of you, then we'll worry about the other guy. Or not. Wow, that reduced ammo cap immediately coming back to bite us. Okay, so no, we're definitely not going for cap. We cannot afford it. Honestly, well, Val's gotten pretty lucky so far with those long shots. Let's get you on track. Ah, I got greedy. Should have gone for single shot. Go ahead and buck this guy off. We're not going to mess with live cap. Nice. And as for the other guy, not sure I really see much in the way of realistic options here, so just hug cover. He's just using an alien bio rifle, so in theory that's not too bad. Might do a little damage, but shouldn't be anything lethal. Also, a dead symbiote's worth $5,000. Slightly offsets missing all those caps. Oh, wow. That actually did more damage than I expected. Squeesh! Oh man, I love doing that. Alright, let's clear this last guy and then make our approach. Almost done. Just got to clear the ship itself. Which should hopefully be where our new las shotgun finally shines. Though I will say, the best thing to use it against would have been the Mentark. But thus far we have not heard any Mentark sounds, so it might have actually died in the crash. Go for cap. Yeah, that's fair. Sorry, bud. I tried. Alright, alright. Let's start our final approach. Yeah, get right up on there. I think if the Mars platform goes out, we repair it? I am not 100% on that. Actually, you know what I think it does is, I think it gives you a wreckage item, which you can sell for half the cost of the original. Though in our case, half plus 30%. But then you do still have to effectively build a new one. It's just partially offset. buy the vendor trash item. Yeah, that sounds right. So we don't want to get too reckless with these things. It does still come at cost. Set on door. Prep for breach. Oh, and that was our Mentark. Right. Brain and bugs. Looks like a bio rifle and a plasma pistol. Biggest threats, the Mentark. Lock him down. Ooh, okay. Hate to do it, but let's lob another. There we go. All right, let's lay down fire. Oh, goodness. Served? How about the MG? This feels like a good time for it. Hey, there we go. Which just leaves the other two. Bit of a cluster here, but let's see what we can do. Right, you tossed, so... Oh. Seymore? Careful. Oh, guys, come on. You've got to actually land hits. Yoke. Ooh, okay, within cap range. Addy on approach. Oh my god, guys. I weep the tears of sadness. Thank you. Okay, one less thing to worry about. Reb, it's all you. Push in. And take this guy out. Oh, come on. All right. All right. Well, good luck, I guess. Oh, all right. Go for Cap. No reason not to. He definitely does not have points in reserve. Not awful. Come on, Rab. You've got this. Hey, finally got one. Fantastic. And mission complete. Ship secured, and unless I'm mistaken, I don't think we took any hits that time out, aside from Val, but I'm sure those will buff right out. Lovely. Yes, fantastic first outing for the new tech. Lots of great gains up and down the board. Not to mention we did still pull something new, despite it being a pretty basic trainer mission. We got our first alien plasma weapons. Come on back, let's see what this actually unlocks. Ah, right. And sadly, that was our last free scout ship. Though we do get extra monthly funding too. I forgot about that. That does take a bit of the sting out of having to pay for future ship raids, which, let's be honest, we're never gonna do for a scout. Oh, right, we actually have to research alien plasma before we find out what it gives us. But I am pretty sure it's laser upgrades. I don't think it's actual plasma weaponry. I don't think we get that until like plasma machine guns hit the field. Or something to that effect. That said, a very productive episode. I do feel like we got a bit shafted on that first wave of ships. We only got to shoot down the one destroyer. But I feel like we also kind of made up for it with this second wave. Since, yeah, we also shot down our first fighter. We just haven't finished salvaging it yet. Something to look forward to next time round. Obviously, we've still got some catch-up to do, but I think things are coming along. We'll hit the pause button for now. I'll take care of the usual off-screen bookkeeping, and we will pick up here next time as we figure out our next move. A lot of options on the table. Honestly, kind of hard to narrow it down. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Eerie V23, Revenant, Alois, Arrow Bowman, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, EgonAlter, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Lady Shayna, Mark Giemza, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Rowan Church, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.